Is having a pool worth it? Living in Florida, pool or no pool? What do you think? When it comes to real estate here in Florida, I hear this a lot. Should I buy a house with a pool? And is a house with a pool worth it? If you're a first time home buyer or you already live in a warm climate like Florida and may be considering moving to a new home, the debate over should I buy a house with a pool is a real one. Although this type of decision needs to be well thought out and the decision really needs to be yours, I will try to lay out a few things in attempt to help you in making this decision. In this video, I am going to walk you through 5 things you need to know and take into consideration when it comes to buying a home with or without a pool. I am Dr. Ron Repasy, your real estate doctor with William Ravis Real Estate. And even though living here in Naples, Florida can come with some steamy hot days, I totally love it here, and I think you will too. That is if you don't already live here. The things I'm going to cover are things I myself have had to think over as I purchased my pool home. I have purchased a home in the past without a pool, and I currently own a home with a pool. So I certainly can give you my advice as to what I've experienced personally. The decision to have a pool is a personal one and depends on many factors, including your family, your financial situation, and where you live, and where you decide to live. I hope that the 5 things I'm going to go over are most helpful in your decision process. And if you stay to the end, I will have a bonus thought for you. Number 1, pool safety. Pool safety is a biggie, especially when you consider that the leading cause of death in infants and children ages 1 to 4 is unintentional drowning, according to the Centers for Disease Control. This is the first thing you need to seriously think through. Do you have small children, for instance? Although having a pool is convenient and you don't need to pack up your things to go to the local community pool or pack up your things to go to the beach to get cooled off from that summer heat, you need to place safety at the top of your decision list. Having a pool can be amazing, but it does come with a lot of responsibility when it comes to safety, and having the pool area protected and supervised is at the top of your responsibility list, as it needs to be protected basically 24/7. With that in mind, today there are many safety features available, including latching and locks for your doors, different types of sliding doors and entryways. There, of course, are pool alarms that alert you if someone gets into the pool or falls into the pool. And many counties have certain requirements to protect the pool area, such as a fenced-in area and or what we call just a child safety fence or fencing that can be added to the perimeter of your pool, which is a way to protect your family and have some peace of mind. In addition, there are cameras, there are self-closing doors, and many other ways to protect the pool area, which you can quickly find with an online internet search. If the home that you're looking to buy doesn't have the safety features you feel would be best for you, and maybe doesn't meet the building code requirements in your area, you will need to make sure that you budget for these safety items. Keep in mind that even the best safety features do not replace the need for constant attendance around the pool area, as I would never wish for anybody to be faced with any type of tragedy, any type of injury or death due to having a pool. This is not meant to scare you folks, but yet give you peace of mind in knowing the things you need to know and the things you're going to need to do if you decide to purchase a home or own a home with a pool. If for some reason this sounds too much or a little bit too daunting for you, then a house without a pool may just be the best pick for you. Okay, so let's pass that. But safety is really near and dear to me, and something for you to really focus on in this video. So number 2, maintaining the pool. Once you have this awesome pool to cool off in during the incredibly hot days, which we're having right now here in Naples, Florida in August 2023, over 100 degrees the last few weeks, you will need to look at the cost regards to maintenance of the pool and potential future repairs. Pools require weekly maintenance, okay? This includes vacuuming, brushing, checking the pool water chemistry for things like alkalinity, acidity, chlorine levels, and many other things. The pool water will be treated with chlorine or something like they have salt water systems, and most likely will require other chemicals to keep your pool looking great. You can maintain the pool yourself, but in some cases, you may need some help from some local professionals, and you may want to look into the cost of having your pool serviced to see if it is actually worth it to take the time to take care of the pool by yourself. If you decide to do it yourself versus hiring it out, you will need to learn how to do it. There are the chemical balancings, as I mentioned, amongst other things that you will need to know, things like cleaning and replacing the pool filter, for instance, and different things, etc. Whether you end up maintaining the pool on your own or you decide to hire the pros, you'll need to know tip number 3. Boom. Number 3, cost, the cost. As you may be starting to think about, yes, pools can be expensive. This is the weekly cost, okay? There is the cost weekly for cleaning and regular maintenance, not to mention any current or future repairs that may need to be done. Keep in mind that your utility bill will be a bit higher, as there will be pool pumps that are in operation much of the day. Also, if you have a spa or want to heat your pool, then the cost to run the heaters or heat pump type systems could be up to several $100s extra per month. Keep in mind that as you heat the pool, you may find that you aren't in it very much, considering you're paying to heat the pool around the clock. I found early on that it wasn't worth heating my pool, as I hardly used it. And if I wanted it heated, or a heated pool in my case, we have a community pool. And so I can always run over to the community pool and jump right in the heated pool there. During the hot summer months, you will also be faced with something known as evaporation. And so you'll be needing to add water to your pool regularly, folks. And so that will increase the cost with regards to your water bill. Additionally, you'll want to speak to your insurance agent, as having a pool most likely will have increased to the cost or raise the cost of your homeowner's insurance policy. Are we having fun yet? Number 4, age-related repairs. As I just made a quick mention, if there's any costs that are needed for your pool, as in number 3, that are above the basics of chemicals and cleaning and brushing and filtering and buying a pool filter, you will need to consider these age-related type conditions as it relates to a pool. You may want to know the condition of the pool pump, the pool filter, the plumbing, the control panel that operates the whole system, and the electronic control devices. How about pool lights? And certainly the condition of the pool tiles within the pool and the pool surface. Most pools need to be resurfaced after so many years, and this can cost several $1,000s. These days, with the cost of supplies, the cost of labor on the rise, it's a good idea to set money aside each year to prepare for any major repair like this that may need to be done. I don't want you to look at these larger ticket items and be deterred by it regarding to buying a home with a pool, but this video is put out here to inform you folks. I don't want you to be caught by surprise or have any unpleasant surprises thrown at you, especially in these larger ticket items. Moving on. For my kids and I have to say, to this day, we still do enjoy the pool. And we still do have that basketball hoop out there, which is pretty fun as well. With the current temperatures, as I've also mentioned, somewhere around 100, 105 degrees, I think I might be jumping in the pool just a little bit later today, actually. Moving forward, number 5, using the pool, meaning pool usage. How often do you really think you'll be using your own pool? You have to really think this through and be honest with yourself. As a real estate agent, the most common thing I hear is not actually about the cost, but the complaining about how much the pool isn't really being used. So many people that have these big, beautiful pools and pay all the cost to have the pool don't actually use it. This was my case the last few years till I started jumping in and enjoying the pool again over this past summer, as I'm doing this video. Now, to be fair, living in Naples, Florida comes with a term, snowbirds. And so many of the complaints do come from homeowners that only live in the area during the cooler months. And so during the cooler months, the pool water is cold. And unless you heat your pool, as we've already talked about, or you truly enjoy shivering in cold plunges, the pool just doesn't get used much by our snowbirds. Now, when people buy their pool home and have plans to be in this fabulous body of water all day, every day throughout the year, they tend to forget that unless you pay to run that pool heater, the pool will be below 70 degrees a good portion of the year. And so trust me when I tell you that this is pretty cold. And so the pool just isn't a thing in the winter months. And remember, I told you that heating the pool is not cheap. Bonus thoughts. Here's your bonus thought. In my situation experience, when my kids were younger, we did often jump in our pool, say before dinner, because it was right there and convenient. But at the same time, our community pool has a pool, a lap pool, and a spa. And so the kids and I would often go there. And this way, they got to meet other people, interact with other kids in the neighborhood. And even I myself, even to this day, I sometimes go to the community pool to relax, just to chat with some of the neighbors and just not be at my home. You also need to consider local community pools and pool parks that may be in your area to enjoy as well. Many parks, like here in Naples, we have the Sun and Fun Water Park, and they're very reasonable, and they have annual memberships, which often we took advantage of when my kids were very little. So some of those things are really affordable. So just know that you don't necessarily have to own your own pool just to cool off. How about being that non-pool neighbor? I was thinking, how about being that non-pool neighbor that loves to go next door to your neighbor that has a pool? They may not love it, but you will enjoy it. Even though I'm joking a bit, you could be that neighbor that uses your neighbor's pool. Just a thought. Many of the neighbors they most likely have a pool. Many do. And again, there may be a community pool or a local club or park you can simply become a member of. This is just to say that there are things to think about and things to consider whether or not to buy a home with a pool. I will close and say that just yesterday, I hopped in the pool and lounged on my raft and had a totally relaxing time in my pool. And it truly is the best way to enjoy the hot summer months. Keep in mind, if you are one of our snowbirds or just won't be around during the summer months, then you most likely won't use your pool all that much. And so depending if you are part-time or living in your home full-time could be a big factor to take into consideration. If the sounds of floating in your pool with a cocktail in your hand or playing in the pool and shooting some basketball hoops with your kids puts a big old smile on your face, then having a pool might be just for you. Well, please let me know in the comments below if you found this information helpful, and please let me know whether you are the pool or whether you are a no pool person when it comes to buying a pool with a home. I would love to hear that from you, and I would love to hear the reasons for your decision, whether you're buying a home with a pool or a home with no pool. With that, there are many things to consider and many things that tend to be misunderstood. And so I hope that this content is helpful for you in your real estate journey. Thank you for watching your Real Estate Doctor channel. Please like. As always, please like and subscribe, as that is much appreciated. And you may enjoy some of my other videos, which I will attach at the end of this video and in the description below, to moving tips and tricks. Should I hire professional movers? Again, moving tips and tricks. Should I hire professional movers? Feel free to comment, as I just mentioned, as that's always fun. You can reach me at 239-331-5886. I am Dr. Ron Repasy with William Ravis Real Estate. Blessings to you, wishing you peace, health, and happiness. And we catch you next time. Ba-boom.